Hi guys, welcome to Mish Vlogs. So in today's video, I'm gonna tell you how can you apply for your TRV, which is your temporary resident visa. So after I posted my first video about the study permit extension, a lot of people were asking me about how can they apply for their TRV. So this is an after process of when you apply for your study permit extension or after applying for your work permit, because if you guys have noticed that when you initially came from India, you guys gave your passport for stamping, for the visa stamping, right? So if you extended your study permit or if you applied for your work permit, there are chances that your visa or that your Canadian visa has now expired, and without this visa you can surely go to some other country, but you will not be able to come back to this country. At the end of the video, I will also tell you that what are the steps that you have to take after filling this form. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you all know that I've already done these steps in my previous video, so I'm not gonna do all of this again. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link down the same video so you can see these steps, and then I'm gonna start from where the TRV is actually starting. So this is where the actual video is starting from. After filling those questions, you're going to see the results. So either you can apply for a study permit, which is a complete separate video as you saw, or you can apply for the temporary resident visa, which is the TRV, which I'm going to tell you today. So continue, create your personal checklist. So now you're going to fill the questions just like you did during the study permit extension. Almost all the questions will be same, but just be careful and read them carefully. Which of the following best describes your situation? So uh, I have a study permit. So over here, a lot of people were actually confused because of the previous video. So if you do not have a medical exam, if it has been more than 1 year since you have been here in Canada, so just say no. But if you have been here for less than 1 year, or if you have done your medical examination over here in Canada, so you're gonna press yes. I did press yes because I already did my exam, my medical examination through the IRCC here in Canada a few months ago. So I'm going to press yes. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? No. Find out if you're eligible to apply. Are you giving someone access to your applications or no? Because it's just me. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints? Yes. There are fees associated. So if you do not know, this application, the TRV is going to cost you around $100. So yes, I will be paying the fees. Are you able to make a digital copy? Same, you can make the digital copy. If you have a printer, you can scan it on your printer. If you do not have a printer, you can just download Adobe Scanner and on your phone, and then you can scan all your documents and just send it to your laptop. So this is for Visa card, MasterCard, MX card. So yes, you can review all your answers over here. Just see if you have typed all your answers correctly, and then go to the next page. Continue. So these are the steps. You've done this, and now you're going to upload your documents. So we're going to move to step 3, and the last step is paying your fees. So document checklist. Just like you filled a form for your study permit extension, you have a form over here as well. It is not the same form. This one is a little different. And then you're going to submit other documents as well. So now I'm going to tell you how to fill this form. If you do not know how to download this form, you just have to press the link and then download it from here. So after you download the form, this is how it is gonna look like. As I said, it's not gonna open in Chrome, so you will have to download Adobe and then you can open it on Adobe. These are the basic questions that you're going to answer now. Let's go through them together. So, first of all, the UCI number. So, when you open your study permit, this is where the UCI number is going to be, as you can see. So, just write it down on your document. And then I want a service in your language. The visa requested, so it's a visitor visa. So these are some personal questions that you're going to answer: your name, your gender, the date of birth. So the citizenship. If you are Indian, so your citizenship is going to be Indian, obviously. And the current country of residence, if you are in Canada right now, obviously, if you're applying for a visa, so you must be in Canada. So the country or territory is going to be Canada. Status is going to be student again. And then you're going to write the dates, right? So after that, it's asking you if you visited any other country apart from the country you've been a resident of, like I said Canada over here, or for example, where your citizenship belongs to, so from India. If you've been anywhere during the past 5 years, if you've lived anywhere, so just press yes and give the details. If no, then press no. Also, it's going to be more than 6 months. So if you've just traveled somewhere for less than 6 months, then it's not counted. You do not have to mention that. So I didn't know. Country or territory we're applying. So because I'm applying for Canada and it's the same country where I'm residing right now. So yes. Current marital status. And then personal details again. So have you been married previously or been in a common law relationship? And it's details if you have been in one. Languages. And then if you're able to communicate in English, French, both or neither. So from here, you're going to see, open your passport, see the passport number, make sure you're writing it correctly, the country that issued you the passport, and the date the passport was issued, the expiry date. So over here, you have to be careful that the expiry date it should not be for this year. So if the expiry date for your passport is for this year, you will obviously not be able to get the visa because it should be for a longer due. So over here, the options would be no, because it's just asking you if you're uh, using the passport from a ministry. National identity document. So over here, you can if you're from India or if you're from any other country, you can just give the national identity document. For example, in India, we use the Aadhaar card or PAN card, but it is not compulsory. It is just optional. So I pressed no. Are you a lawful PR of US? No. If you are, you can again just write down the document number and the expiry date. So contact information, current mailing address. Please make sure that you're writing the mailing address for the place you're staying right now, because this is where you're going to get your passport back. Your residential address where you're staying right now, same. If it's the same as the mailing address, just press yes. Your phone number. Details of visit to Canada. So because we already applied for a study permit extension, so we are going to be returning student. How long you plan to stay. So funds available for my stay. So this is going to be the same that you already mentioned in the study permit extension form. So just write down the same amount. So institutions or persons you will be visiting, just mention the name of your institute, the name of your college, and then the address of the college. Relationship, you can write down student, and then education. If by chance you have completed a 1 year program already, a 2 year program already, and if by chance you're extending the permit for another program, so then you have to say yes and then write down the information. But over here for me, I am still doing the course. I haven't completed any course over here in Canada, so I will press no. Employment, it's going to be the same that you already mentioned in the study permit extension. So all the employments. And then background information. Within the past 2 years, have you or your family member had TB? So if you had, yes. If you didn't, so no. Or physical or mental disorder, no. So if you had pressed yes, you have to give detail, a little detail over here, a brief detail. Remained beyond the validity of your status, no. refused a visa, if you have uh, a refusal of any visa from any country, you have to press yes, and the reason will go over here. If no, so just press no. Have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? So if you remember, we already applied for a study permit extension. So we are going to press yes over here and then the reason over here. So you can write down study permit extension. Have you been arrested before? No. Serve in the military? No. In violence related to political, religious objective or any criminal activity. It's these are the same questions that you already did in the study permit extension. So by now you must know, but then just read them carefully. So no. Witness or participated in any ill treatment of any civilians or any buildings. So no. Do you consent to be contacted by CIC? Yes. Signature of a parent if you're under the 18. Otherwise, just your name, just the date of when you're signing this document, and then validate this document. After validating this document, you will save it. So you're going to attach the saved document, the form that we just filled over here, like this, and then choose the file. All right. These are the other documents that you would need. So your education transcript is what you need. So this one should not be your unofficial transcript, because for this purpose, you will be needing your official transcript from MyCreds. Your study permit or your work permit or your extension that you just got. Proof of next term's enrollment. So for example, if you're applying this in January and you're going to graduate in April, so just attach the enrollment letter for January to April. Or if you have another semester after April, so you have to ask your college to send you the enrollment letter for the next terms, and then you are going to attach that. So the passport, like we made a PDF before. So the first page, last page, and some of the stamps that you already have. Also, please make sure that your passport is having one empty page for the visa that you're just gonna get. Proof of means of financial support. So if you applied for an extension recently, or if you applied for your work permit recently, so you can just attach those documents along with this. The digital photo, same that you uploaded in your work permit or your study permit application. Proof of upfront medical. So if you are from a healthcare industry, or if you are from a childcare industry, you must have your recent medical examination. So these are the ones that you did from the immigration panel physician. So you just have to upload that file over here, and then that's it. Just to let you know, this is not a very important visa. So if you think that you are gonna stay here in Canada, and if you're not gonna travel for a while, you can delay this process, because I know it costs around $100 for this process. So after you fill this form, after you've paid the fees and everything, you will get a confirmation on your GCK account that you've already paid the fees. After getting the confirmation and after the IRCC reviews your file, they're gonna send you another email on your GCK account about collecting your passport, and they're gonna send you the instructions of how can you send your passport, like where can you send your passport, and in which envelopes, in what size of envelope you are supposed to send your passport. And there is another form that they're going to send you. There is a letter that you have to print out, and they will tell you the instructions that you have to print it out, and you have to send it along with the letter. I'm going to link down those instructions below for you to review it. I'm really glad that so many people are benefiting from my videos, and they are coming up to me and telling me that yes, my video is really helpful to them, and it's free of cost, right? So what's the harm? So I'm very grateful for that, and I hope you all like my videos. Thank you so much for watching.